Ever wondered what lays beneath the veneer of civilization? Beneath the veneer of what primal instincts simmer just below the surface, waiting for the right conditions to erupt? Well, today we're diving deep into the psychological heart of darkness to explore exactly that. Hello, bookworms, and welcome to Ace Book Talk. Today, we re-venturing into the murky depths of Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness, a novella that challenges our perceptions of morality, colonialism, and the very nature of humanity. Joseph Conrad, born Theodor Conrad Korzeniowski in 1857, was a Polish British writer considered one of the greatest novelists to write in the English language. His own experiences as a sailor profoundly influenced his writing, imbuing it with vivid descriptions of the sea and exotic locales. Heart of Darkness, published in 1899, draws heavily from Conrad's own harrowing journey up the Congo River in 1890, during the height of Belgian colonial rule. This personal experience lends a visceral authenticity to the story, making it all the more unsettling. The late 19th century was a period defined by European imperialism, particularly the scramble for Africa. Countries like Belgium, France, and England carved up the continent, exploiting its resources and subjugating its people under the guise of bringing civilization. Conrad, however, exposes the brutal reality of this so-called civilizing mission. Heart of Darkness is narrated by Charles Marlowe, a sailor recounting his experiences to a group of men aboard a ship anchored on the Thames. Marlowe's story begins with his fascination with maps, specifically the blank spaces that represented the unexplored regions of the world. This fascination leads him to seek employment as a steamboat captain for a Belgian trading company operating in the Congo. His journey up the river is fraught with peril and hardship. He witnesses firsthand the appalling treatment of the native population, subjected to forced labor, starvation, and senseless violence by the European colonizers. The further Marlowe travels into the heart of the Congo, the more disturbed he becomes by the brutality he encounters. The landscape itself seems to mirror the moral decay of the Europeans, becoming increasingly desolate and oppressive. Marlowe's primary objective is to reach Kurtz, an ivory trader who has become a legend among the company's employees. Kurtz is rumored to be an exceptionally talented and successful agent, sending back vast quantities of ivory. However, Marlowe soon learns that Kurtz has established himself as a godlike figure among the natives, ruling through fear and intimidation. He has abandoned all semblance of European morality and embraced a savage existence. The journey to Kurtz's inner station is an odyssey into the darkest recesses of human nature. Marlowe and his crew face attacks from hostile natives, navigate treacherous rapids, and struggle with sickness and dwindling supplies. Along the way, Marlowe encounters various characters who embody the corruption and hypocrisy of colonialism. He meets the company's chief accountant, who meticulously maintains his appearance despite the surrounding chaos, and the manager, a cynical and self-serving man who prioritizes his own ambition above all else. These characters serve as stark reminders of the dehumanizing effects of power and greed. When Marlowe finally reaches Kurtz's station, he finds a man both physically and mentally ravaged. Kurtz is a charismatic and eloquent speaker, but his words are now twisted by madness and fueled by his insatiable lust for power. He has surrounded himself with human skulls, symbols of his complete descent into savagery. Kurtz represents the ultimate corruption of the European ideal, the horrifying potential for evil that lies within all of us. Marlowe is both repulsed and fascinated by Kurtz, recognizing in him a reflection of his own potential for darkness. He struggles to understand Kurtz, his motivations, and to reconcile the man he was with the monster he has become. As Kurtz lies dying, his final words, the horror, encapsulate the profound despair and self-awareness he experiences at the end of his life. Heart of Darkness is more than just an adventure story, it's our profound exploration of the human condition. It forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves, our societies, and the legacy of colonialism. It's a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power, the allure of the unknown, and the fragility of morality in the face of extreme circumstances. The book suggests that the darkness isn't just out there in the Congo, it resides within each of us, waiting to be unleashed. Conrad challenges us to examine our own values and to consider the consequences of our actions. Are we truly as civilized as we believe ourselves to be? And what are we willing to do to achieve our goals? One of the enduring lessons of Heart of Darkness is the importance of self-awareness and the need to constantly question our own motives. It teaches us that true strength lies not in dominating others, but in confronting our own inner demons. The novella also highlights the devastating impact of colonialism on both the colonizers and the colonized. It serves as a reminder of the importance of empathy, understanding, and respect for different cultures. Ultimately, Heart of Darkness is a call to action, urging us to strive for a more just and equitable world, one where the darkness within us is kept at bay. It leaves you pondering the responsibility that comes with knowledge and power. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the Heart of Darkness. If you enjoyed this exploration of Conrad's masterpiece, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Ace Book Talk for more literary adventures. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the book. Until next time, happy reading.